Ha ha ha! Are you Teakey? Yeah. Well, what is it? I don't know. Well, what's in the box? Fragile. It must be Italian.
I think it's fragile, dear.
Good. Go get my knife. So, one of my favorite channels is Drew's Nitro. I like it because there's nothing frilly about it, but what it is his opinion, and like somebody that you know has seen and done and experimented with things, and then he says what he likes about it. Like, hey, I think this is great. This smells great. This is like one of the best tobacco scents I've ever had. Like, all that stuff matters. A lot of other review channels, it's where they read the profiles and it's a lot of like just reading the websites, which is helpful, you know, because I'd rather listen to somebody read to me than actually read myself. But it must have been a while ago. Well, let me go back a little bit farther. I joined a mustache club on Facebook, and somebody had posted a coffin shelf on there. And I almost want to say it was probably Jason Folks. I don't know, because he actually has one. And I remember I took a snapshot of it when I saw it, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to make one of those one day. Anyways, going back to Drew's channel. So I love Drew's channel. He talks about the high-end stuff. This Nicholas Beardworks. This is a hand-painted, one-off, custom Nicholas Beardworks oud wood. I guess it's like actual. He only uses organic, all-natural oils. And Drew is like, as he's gotten through his collection, he's like gone higher and higher and higher and higher oils, to where, you know, Nicholas Beardworks, I do rank them as being like the top or very close to the top. And you don't have to have the top ingredients for me to like you. You can have all sorts of reasons. I'm not just like a one-sided type of guy. It's like, I want all kinds of things. I like everything. So, stickers. I even like stickers. Anyways, so Drew had talked about all the great oils. Loved his channel. Good source for Nicholas Beardworks type stuff. He has a video on like, what's the top of the top? The top of the top. I just love that. And he also had a beard shelf behind him. He had a couple beard shelves behind him. Anyways, I guess Drew was downsizing his collection. And he was like, he reached out to me. He's like, I must have, I forgot. But of course, if I see something I like, I say it, you know. Not a whole lot of people do that. Not a whole lot of people comment just to anybody. I'm one of those guys that will just talk to any random person just because I like talking. And I must have said, man, do I love your beard shelf, because I did. And I won't lie, I probably even tuned into his channel to even see a glimpse of it every now and then. It's just like cool factor, you know? But so he's downsizing, and for whatever reason, he was like, he messaged me, and he's like, man, do you want my beard shelf? And I was like, I'm kind of like this, I like things being where they should be. And so I was probably like, no, man, like you keep it. No, I don't, like, you keep it. It's yours. Keep it. Don't get rid of things. But then he was probably like, if you don't want it, it's going in the trash. So then I'm like, oh, God. I'm also one of those guys that can't throw anything away. And I hate seeing things go to waste. So I'm like, yeah, I definitely want it. Send it to me. I'm paying whatever that shipping cost is. Let me know. Send it to me. It's not going in the trash. I want it. Like, I really want it. You know, people get geeked out by a little bottle of oil. Imagine this custom built shelf. And I had actually remember he would collect shelves from antique stores and like look for qualities about them that had something to do with a beard relatedness to them, depending if he flipped them or painted them a certain color. And he actually said how he wanted to complete his shelf a certain way. He just never got around to it. And so I'm like, perfect. I'm going to get the shelf and I'm going to complete it the way he would have completed it had he gotten around to it. So he sent it out. And the crazy thing is, this is like just before Black Friday, I think, before Thanksgiving, and the post office went crazy. Everything like got lost. So it never came. Probably it was like a month. So he's like, he might even had extra stuff on there. I still have not got it. We're in the new year now. It's still, he's in Kentucky. I'm in Michigan. It's in the middle in Indiana. So he was like, you know what? If worst comes to worst, he's like, I'll just send you, I will refund your shipping and I'll make you a new one if worst comes to worst. I'm like, I know the shipping has nothing to do with him. It's all about the post office, you know, and I don't even care if things come late. I have nothing about like time. I can wait longer than anybody. But it's kind of scary. Like, did it get lost, you know? And I did want it for my Nicholas Beardworks video, but that one got long anyway. So this is perfect anyways, because it probably would have actually went into another video. Then maybe this one needs to be a part 2. He was like, I think he sent me like a message. He's like, I'm just going to build you another one. And I responded to all his messages. You know, we got this like chat back and forth, got to talk. And I think out of everything I like, beard oils and hearing about stories and smelling things, I kind of feel like I like the just the friendship and the talking and all that stuff. That stuff's gold. One of, you know, it's a big quality. I like it. Companies will talk to you if they know you're about to do a review. Companies will talk to you, and then after you do your review, they kind of ghost you. I mean, anyways, we get to talking. It's nice. But he's like, I'll build you another one. And I was like, I think I didn't even say anything because I'm like, yeah, I don't want another one. I think it was cool that the fact that you see this shelf that's in a video that's behind him, because in the art world, you collect anything you can besides the art because the art's too expensive. No one can collect the art. It can cost the average like good piece of art, if you can even get a hold of it, because you really can't. But scraps of good art is like 100 million. So people go for drawings, they go for anything. And it's kind of cool when you look at an art book to see what's going on behind the guy. You don't need to be famous in order to have like cool stuff behind you. But this kind of reminds me, like, if I took a still shot, if we saw like Drew in 100 years, be like, oh, look at that cool shelf behind him. Yeah, now I got that actual shelf that I could put in my house. So anyways, I don't even think I responded back to that one. I was like, out of like the 150 texts, that was the one I didn't say anything to. And then like a day later, he's like, okay, it's done. And I'm like, what's done? You know, like I built it. I built a new one. And I'm sending it to you. I'm like, the story is insane. You know, you want to talk about community. I've been on Instagram for, I don't know, close to almost a decade, and always, you know, because Instagram is a community. It's just like people interacting with people, and there's like so much. There's only so much you can do, and I find it really lackluster. A lot of times you just go like, you give a heart, you give a thumbs up. Not much ever happens, you know. But like every now and then there'd be like, I do like a little art swap with somebody, and like that would be the highlight of the year. This is like the highlight of the year, and probably the greatest thing ever. And then if you think about it, like I've never met Drew, and I don't even think I've talked to him on the phone. We do like voice texts every now and then. I think it's probably the greatest thing that anyone has ever done for me that I don't even know personally. Outside of my family, I don't know if I've ever gotten such a great gift. You know, it actually, it got to me when I heard he was sending me another one. As much as I hated the idea, it actually emotionally got to me. So it could have just be like a crazy week. But anyways, not only did I get, so now the shelf, which is like this thing I'm waiting for, is to be this like great beard thing in my collection. And like the backstory, like the sentimental backstory behind it makes it like 10 times greater. Now, the beard shelf isn't even just a beard shelf. It's loaded up with things. Mystery items. Some things I know, although I don't. It is full. I wanted this shelf because I'm like, hey, I need to clear out some space. This would be great. I can put some stuff, display it beautifully, honor the products. You know, I've been spending all of 2020 collecting this beard products. It's kind of been like, you know, a lot of people say it's been a horrible year. That's been like what I've done for the year. So it's like it's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of been what I've done aside from going to work and hanging out with the family. It's like been the thing to do. So I kind of want to honor these things that I buy and I collect. And all my oils come with a small story attached. He loaded that shelf up with things. There's not even, I don't even think there's space on it. I think there's some space on it, but there's not a lot of space on it. If you want to talk beard mail, I can't think of a greater piece of beard mail that has came from a person who is not a company, that has no gains of any sort, only losses, to do something like this. And yeah, he put out a message like, he's like, do something great, you know, do something great for somebody, do it for the right reasons. I felt like that message was like, you know, he does all these great things, but I felt like that message was going right to me. I'm gonna look for ways to pay it forward. I'm already feel like, and I hate feeling like somebody got one over on me. So I sent him out a couple things, but nowhere near what he sent me. So we are gonna do a uncoffining, an unboxing coffin, and you're gonna see. I have no idea what's in here. We're gonna see it together. So it's got all this bubble wrap, and I thought probably could save that bubble wrap. I mean, all these packaging materials. This is my brain works. All this, like, this could be used again for something, but I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. We're gonna do a autopsy on this bad boy. It almost reminds me of like a chest. It's got the profile of like Superman's chest, by the way. And we're gonna take a look. Chances are I probably won't even do reviews on any of the stuff in here or some of the things in here, but we're gonna do a review on this, maybe the greatest beard oil bottle, maybe, and maybe the greatest beard gift from one bearded person in the community to another. I don't know. I have not ever heard of one greater. So here we go. Can you guys guess what's in the box? Because I have no idea, but we're about to find out. We're gonna do this autopsy style. Split it up like a frog. We're gonna do an eye incision, and looks like that is free to cut. This has like been double wrapped by a professional wrapping team. Here we go. Awesome. 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 Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Whew. Wow, this is brand new, never been used. Such a strong wood. Drew says you can actually stand on it. I can tell what these are already. Ruddy Man. Ruddy Man. This might be some old Ruddy Man, although I don't think so. This is pineapple with a pineapple on it, and I love pineapple. Oh, man, this is like a year supply of Chesapeake beard butters. Three packer. Two more Chesapeake. Guys, you know Chesapeake. You know it's not the cheapest stuff. You guys know what that is? I do. Ooh, I do. Got lots of Ruddy Man. Oh my gosh. Here is OVE Clove. Chesapeake. This one is a, is that a seed? Chesapeake Bay Squeezed. I own no Chesapeake, by the way. Poe. Wanted to try that one. Birchwood Oud. This one is unknown. Almost looks like it has some kind of, what do you call that? Brazil flag or something. Maybe another Chesapeake. It's white. Oh no, that's Chesapeake. CBG. And you guys catching any of this? Oh yeah, you are. I don't know, man. These are wrapped so well. He actually was going to send this and this separately. So let's take a look at this. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this is the shape. This is like, I don't think there's a higher, I don't think there's a better, I don't think there's anything better. Man, is that a beauty. You can't even see it. Man, is that a beauty. You know what's actually cool about this? If you were a strongman, they have this stone that's like a strongman stone, and it looks just like this. Something that you'd pick up. But obviously a coffin, sort of in the shape of a man, because that's what goes in them. Very cool. Yeah, and I got plans for this thing, man. I got plans for this thing. I wonder if, I don't know what that is, but very cool. Extremely cool. Very, very, very cool. Wouldn't matter what this looked like, it would have been cool. So. Whew, very nice. Thank you, Drew. Big, big, big thanks.